Welcome back to Bass Pro Shops and the World's Fishing Fair. James Hall is the editor of Bassmaster magazine. James, it's nice to meet you, but I know you've heard the term Bassmaster. A whole lot more than just a magazine. Talk about Bassmaster as a whole.
Oh Lord, it's we have there's a lot going on at Bass. Yeah, we have the magazine, which is a little over 50 years old now, and we have about a couple million readers every issue.
Oh, yeah.
We have a very vibrant website that has like Bassmaster Live on it, live coverage of our tournaments. We're now live on Fox with all of our tournaments, which is the first time that bass fishing as a sport has ever been live, which is really cool.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, we have the television foot, and then we have a production company. We have an incredible membership, and we have a conservation leg. I mean, we try to do everything we can as a whole for bass fishing.
Now, when you talk about tournaments, talk a little bit about the effect that you have all had on tournaments through the year, because there's been a little shaping of how things are done.
Yeah, it's been Ray Scott started the whole tournament fishing thing back in late 60s, and whenever he had his first All-American Derby. And, Johnny Morris, Bass Pro Shops was in lockstep with Ray Scott. As it grew, so did Bass. And so we've kind of grown up together. But as far as shaping the tournament scene, it's been a long road. They used to keep bass. Right. So the guys would weigh them in, they'd throw them in a big old John boat, and then they'd donate those fish to a local orphanage for a fish fry.
Mm-hmm.
And then, back in about 72, Ray Scott said, well, if we keep doing this, there's not going to be any fish to catch. Yeah, so he started the concept of don't kill your catch in about 72, and then that kind of melded into catch and release for the tournament guys. And eventually the recreational guys were like, this is kind of a good idea. So even the recreational anglers started releasing bass because it was a sport that was so intriguing. And so, it's kind of bled through the entire culture of bass fishing. And that's how the tournament scene has helped evolve the entire sport of bass fishing.
That's amazing. Talk about the membership in Bassmasters and what the benefits are to someone. And I know you've got, like 500,000 members? Am I right about that?
Yeah, we have 525-ish thousand members. And, the member benefit, one is they get the magazine. But they also get the opportunity to fish in our grassroots level tournaments. You have to be a member to fish in those derbies. That's the Bass Nation. And they also get some lures, and they get the opportunity to come to the Classic, and they get special tchotchkes there. But mainly it's to be a part of a fraternity, a part of a family of like-minded people. And when you see that Bass Shield sticker on the back of somebody's truck, I can go to that guy and we can have a cold pop.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all well and good, but what do you think of fishing in the Ozarks?
Yeah.
Oh, are you kidding? Fishing in the Ozarks is amazing.
Pretty sweet, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. Table Rock is actually one of my favorite places to come. Whenever we're based out of Alabama,
right?
But I get to come up here in this part of the neck of the woods quite a bit, and I love fishing Table Rock. It's got the number of species. Bass fishing is my kind of jam.
Uh-huh.
I like the finesse stuff in the clear water, and it's gorgeous. I mean, there's no ugly place in this state, best I can figure.
Yeah.
Are you seeing a lot more women get into fishing? And you know what? I'm seeing a whole lot more teams, high school fishing teams and things like that. You seeing women get into it more?
Yes, I am. And what has been really inspiring is on the high school level, I've seen more girls fishing high school tournaments than I've seen women fishing like 10 years ago, period.
Uh-huh.
So the young girls are really, really getting, and they're really good. We had a all-female team, I think, win the first state championship just a couple of weeks ago. So it's not just cool to see the ladies get involved, but it's really cool to see them kick the buttocks of the boys.
Yeah, I would agree. I like that. Yeah.
If people want to keep track of Bassmasters and everything that goes on, maybe want to become a member, how do they get all of this information?
Oh, so you go to bassmaster.com. It's really, really simple. You go there and you can see a lot of stuff. From even old issues of the magazine, you'll see videos, how-to videos. But there's also a deal you can click on there that if you want to become a member and support the organization. We have a right alongside Johnny Morris and some other great organizations. Conservation is a really, really important part of what we do.
Oh yeah.
And being a member of Bass says that I believe in the conservation and the future of our sport. So let's click on that membership button and there you go. So
Well worth your time for sure. James Hall, thank you. Nice to meet you.
yes, nice to meet you.
Thank you
as well.
so much.
Yes, thank you all very much.
Now, if you think that angling is the only thing that's going on here, you got another thing coming.
We'll be right back.